na my hero, 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 na my hero. Some people got a hero to make a maggie. Some people got a hero to make food. Your hero is your hero. My hero is my hero. Eka, my hero. Na 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 my hero. Yes, they got the show. What about your yeah? They got that mallet. DJ. I was saying, go. See your best. Everybody got a hero. Oh God, you know, your hero is your hero. Some people hero to make a market. Some people hero to be up and down in the street. Some people hero to pay the sign of it. I got my hero, his music hero. Oh God, I say, now my hero, now my hero, now my hero, yeah, now my hero, yeah, now my hero, yeah, now my hero, now my hero, yeah, now my hero, now my hero, yeah, now my hero. Yes, I'm telling you today. Time for the men of their life. Go down, Wassa, Galaera, volleyball, Galaera. Senior Senator, Galaera. Representative Child Marshal, Galaera, I say. Oh God, no. Now my hero, 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 now my hero. Some got a hero to make maggie. Some got a hero to be up and down. Some hero to save people. Some people hero to be selling maggie. All the people hero to be up and down prostrate. Now my hero, now my hero, now my hero, now my hero. Papa, I'm the hero, the hero, yes, I'm a hero, the hero, yes, I'm a hero, the hero, yes, I'm a hero, Jerry Marshall hero, sit up and engage, yes, I'm a hero, Brendan guy, some people hero to make it, some people hero to sell their market, some people hero to up and down, some people hero to go to school, that hero, that hero, that hero, hey God, everybody got a hero here. Look at that Wallace, volleyball. Just go to OG OJ guy uno hero. Debere. Ibai. Ah, got so. Ooh la la. Your era is your era. My era is my era. Naira, oh. Some people era to be having time in the street. Some people era to be continental. That era. She era is to produce music. I bring it to era to produce music. Amen, Abby Johnson.
GGS Production.
Tiaro, niggas alone, making a tiaro. Capo tiare, tiare. Abu tiare. It's all the good tiare. What I do an abe. Don't call you what tiaka. Don't go quite abe. Ila Buddha. Let's see. Pobra Diogo. No. Capotiaro, it's you. Ibekamana. Tia. Make I one day. Matiro. Pasiatiro. Swapele Satira. Kodego Tira. Abatia. No. Never know. Tiaro, never sano. Tiaro. Take up my domain. Tiaro. May I ever wondering? Tiaro. Was it on my domain? Tiaro. Mekaneti to the moon. Yeah. Tiawan. Koro Basitia. Wameno anakwe koka watoyika. Wameno anakwe toka kutupo. Siya wakona. Apolatia. Yetiaro nemusano. Kwantika kane. Koro Basitiawa. Arodoto. Telegade nyane. Masimaye. So. Masimaye. Simatina sabe megadwa. Siwanya tina segadwa. Yekome tawatiwa. Yekome yeyatiwa. Ekavemie abuma. Ire. Sa. Yago no fakande yasi. Afoko kono. Katoga wa. She went to the war. I put the saddle. We put my desa. What men okay? Ye men so ye look up for no. She went away. But ya got people that go without it all. We put my deal. Met ya jet or color the baba. Oh, ya also. Be a my way metal for us. Make a back on the Albatea. Mother, wait, where the bed. Tiaba. Mother, want ya. I put Tiaba. Tiatua. Capolida. Megatia. Apulatia. Tiaro. Meganeo. Ukora basile tiawa. Makaro banasia. Menwanako. Tosa watufa. Mwakati ya mwena Bana na people Toku usare Ya yakuna Maye Ha? Tusi ake Pise kwa iwa This away Calling us Ramen A.K.A. Charlie Paul Yeti ado Nebusano Tiara Megano Tiara Saka Beno Nasaka Tiara Kameno Kodye Kuna Tiara Moro Kwadi Blue Kako Gati Yene Kapane Mare Badye Ya Kapane Saudwe Moro Tanchi Ekwani Pleba Moro Kodye Koda Kodya Wabo Tiano Nebusano Korobase Tiawa Tia Kakotile Kako Korobase Tile Wana ye ya tuka Megwa para ye be Tusabo Me para ye ayida ne Tusabe Abutiaba Kakotiede Me kore kutine Kakuaje Opo akara wasarwe Tika sarga tika be Kasauba
I don't have a copyright to this music. I don't have a copyright to this music. Let me recognize three individuals here before starting the show. We have a lot of things to be able to talk about tonight. We have a lot of things, a lot of issues permeating in the corridors of our country. So let me recognize my friend and brother Daniel Kekula Giddings. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let me recognize my sister Tukba Okwali and my own mother, Mavale Kezeli. That is my own mother, so pay respect. Mama, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you for tuning in to the Maneson Abraka Talk Show. Yeah, we discuss the truth, nothing else but the truth. Other people would tend to discuss myths and be able to give people disinformations. But that's the reason why I'm here. I'm here and to foster the agenda of the rescue missions. So let me be able to Marie Pade, thank you for tuning in. Marie Pade, thank you for tuning in. Share this show. Share the show because tonight is going to be a fascinating discussions. You know, the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Jeremiah Kpankun, he is not just a Vice President. This man has understand the in total of the rescue missions. The man had toured 4 different cities in China. 4. I will be telling you all because China was where I went for study. China was where I went for study and I returned back to the country 2010. And one of the cities that the vice president went to, that was the city that I received my bachelor degree. I received my bachelor degree where? That is Changsha City. Changsha City, Hunan province. That is where I received my first degree. The vice president, not only that, the vice president went to tone down guess what the vice president is searching for? This man is searching for durability. The durable items that will be brought into the country. 200 yellow machines. 200. The CDC, they had their time. The CDC had their time. But they were dancing buka dance. They were playing around. This government is not taking the Liberian people resources or the Liberian people vote for joke. No. As you can see the road, currently the Chinese, they are about to build an overhead bridge in the country. As the president said, any country that does not have road connectivity, that country is not ready for development. That country is not ready for development. And I seem to agree with the vice, our president. So here, tonight, and we have a lot of topics for us to be able to talk about. Okay? So just sit down, relax. Sit down and relax. We have a lot of topic for us to talk about. Let's take this first clip.
Area and for the mining area, because with the very big bucket with the reinforced arm and boom, and also the cabin inside is all is controlled by the proportional joystick. That means the operator can easily work, and it will save their time and cost for the operation. So this model is our wholesale model in Africa for the excavator, and if, as you can see, this one, this is the largest. Yeah, this one is a little bit big. It's for mining area, and it's with the hydrostatic technology. Hopefully, that one day it can serve the mining resources in your country. Let's move forward, because it's very good cost performance and saved energy. And which I want to mention with you is this model, SD22, because you know this model dominates 80%. I mean our company in Africa. Everybody know this model, and we also win the gold medal in China with this model, because this model is very reliable and qualified. And based on your country's need, we also do some modification from the factory. We use the special air filter. You see this a little bit longer than the other one. We also change something inside to make the seat more comfortable for your operators in the country. And also, you know, you can easily get the parts and backups from our company's network in African countries. So this model is really a smart choice. And then you see this model is we call it the 5 tons loader, which is also quite popular in Europe, in Africa. And you see the bucket, you can adjust from 2 cubic meter to 5 cubic meters, and you can also change it with the different attachments to grab the wood or lifting the materials. And this model is with the WeChat engine, with resources by our company, and also the transmission box is also linked to our company. That means the powertrain system is really good for the earth-moving machines. And this backhoe loaders is, I know that this backhoe loader is for the engineer and municipal engineering job, and you can use operator with our training. You can easily to know how to operate it. It's very easy inside, because there is a quite simple joystick, and you can move the blade and move the bucket. And this model, you know, Shanti provide the full package for the road construction machinery business. And this grader is with 21 tons. We sell very well in the African countries. I think that it's also a good model for your country. And with this model, the operator in Africa also, a lot of them know the skills, how to drive it. It's very easy. And also this roller, maybe we can also call it a compactor. This is to build the foundation.
So you see, the vice president of our country, he is working. He is not just spark. He is not just spark. The president instructed him. But like what the other regimes, the president, George Manuel, he wanted to do everything. Everything this man wanted to do it. He wanted to travel. As soon as they talk about travel, this man want to go there. How many times did you ever saw the vice president of the CDC regime traveling on the kind of missions? This is a mission. This is a mission for us to be able to give the people a good road construction. The vice president did not just travel alone to say, oh, the mayor was able to invite Spoon Network. And their state in China is going to rely solely and wholly on the government. Not that. They were able to contact ELBC for one of their own. Not only that, the lady that you saw, that lady, she is from PPCC. The Minister of Public Works, he is there. The Minister of Public Works, he is there. Not only that though, the GSA boss, he is also there. So this country, our country, Mama Liberia, we are on a right path, folks. We are on a right path. CDC, I'm sorry for you guys. I am sorry. I shouldn't believe that the work of this administrations is not coming to an end just now. I strongly believe after 2023, that is 2029, the Liberia people will give another mandate. So the case, let me take you guys. Let me take you guys right here.
While away from this country, the Joseph Boakai police arrested lawmakers, the former Speaker of the House, took him to South Beach under the instruction of Joseph Boakai because of some personal problem and because of some grudge. Before I forget, there's a recording going around where there was a voice that was saying, "Oh, mommy, I'm calling your phone, you're not picking up." I remember during the saga when the majority of people were bringing people, we were putting people together in our defense. And this recalling, like I said today from the court, the recalling was given to the police by General Garra and Oforidia. This recalling was given to
You will talk, you get tired. You will talk, you get tired, okay? The Liberia people have discovered your tricks. Okay? You will talk, you get tired. You will explain, you get tired. The Liberian people had discovered your trick. This fool, whether you talk, say General Garang was the one who get siege of the recording or not, you will explain, you get tired. If it is true, if only it is true, quote unquote, the recording was fake, quote unquote, some seditionists, some tiny minded seditionists are saying that the recording are AR. Let's take it as that. I say, let's take it as that. When you appear, when your lawyer, Councillor Massacre, appear in front of a circuit court judge, what does he say? Councillor Massacre said that they should be able to do away with all the recording, that the judge should be able to throw all the recording out because it is from social media. If you claim that you don't have nothing, I love what the judge did. The judge denied that claim. The judge denied that claim on the basis that the judge said that the recording is substantial evidence. Then you come here, you will explain, you get tired. We don't have time for hooligans. We don't have time for barbaricness. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for sycophantic people. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for caricature lawmakers. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for people who would be in the national legislature for the past 6 years. They have not introduced a single bill. We don't have time for you. You will explain, you get tired. You will explain, you get tired. But my point here is that the case started today. Judge Roosevelt Willie is a man who taken over that court to criminal code A. And Judge Willie said all of the evidence, just today, Judge Willie said all of the evidence should be brought to his desk. And the police IG and the list of, there was some evidence that was not brought to the circuit court. Oh, no. Just sit down there, you think that you can be able to damage our historical building, you will go scot-free. Because of power greed. Because of power greed. Amen. I will leave that. You explain, you get tired.
As you know, we are preparing for July 17. And I see all the thing police trying to do, skill tactics, intimidate peaceful citizens. It's a worthless venture. We cannot be intimidated. You can't scare me. I'm stronger than you. My result is greater. I knew the consequences of this action before I took part into it. Nothing will stop July 17. Not even my death. The police should start wasting their time. And then they should start wasting taxpayers' money on surveillance. Tapping my line, tapping my phone. Having people in cars tailing me around. I go place in the night, they are around there. It's a waste of taxpayers' money. It's not going to work. Deploying police force at Stens headquarters. Paying paying grenade men to attack me as I'm making my rounds to communities is a waste of your energy. These things will not work. You need to ask Eddie Johnson Salif. We were here for 12 years and we stood up for 12 years. We did not bend our knee to the dictatorship. We will not do it now under an 86-year-old man who has dementia. You can't succeed. You need to stop. I've told revolutionaries my will. If Maba Molo died before the 17th of July, my coffin will go to that rally. My coffin will speak resistance. My coffin will march. We don't fear death. Death will come when it will come. We are here to stand in defense of the poor and the victimized. Those are victims of injustices. We will stand up for them. July 17th is your day, the day of the people. Liberians, prepare yourselves. But next week, we will start printing t-shirts. The July Revolution t-shirt. We'll send screens in the communities, set up your printing areas, and print your t-shirt. Bring your own t-shirt if need be, if you can afford. Help those who cannot afford. We want to print 100,000 t-shirts across the country. The July Revolution will take part in every major city in Liberia. Will take part in Brussels. Will take place in Brussels. Will take place in Washington D.C. July is the day. July is the month. The 17th is the day. Liberians will rise up to say, enough is enough. To this greedy and lawless demolition exercise, enough is enough. Joseph Boakai wants to flex muscles that he's fighting to protect rule of law. That he wants to set an example. Why are you not arresting or prosecuting government officials that you have dismissed for corruption? They're all over the place. You can't fight corruption, you are demonstrated. You may, Wada resign for running Netanyahu car. Less than 2 months, you are running vehicles that cost more than $1 million. It's a compromise of the integrity. And July 17 will say enough is enough. You undermine the legislature, the independence of the Supreme Court. You trash their ruling. You attack their independence. And you are pretending to be in the interest of the law. On July 17, we'll say, enough is enough. The time has come. The time has come. We don't fear anybody here. This was the directly and trust for a new day. Stand. We remain standing with We the People movement in the hundreds of thousands with Liberians in every county, in Maryland, River G, Grand Jide, Monserrado, Grand Cape Mo, Nimba, Lofa, Bapolu, Grand Bassa, Red Bassett will be standing up. Grand Crew, sign up, will be standing up. Liberians in Minnesota, in Pennsylvania, in Maryland, in Brussels, in Paris, in Frankfurt, Germany, will be rising. Liberians from London will be standing to say enough is enough. And nothing you can do about it. Because it is our right to freely assemble. According to the Liberian Constitution, it is our right to freely assemble to express or to petition policymakers. On that day, the 17th of July, we will demand our servant, Joseph Boakai, to make himself available on Capitol Hill to receive a petition from the people about the governance direction of the state, about the abuse of the rule of law, etc. And we believe that we as your bosses, but with someone who you will come. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's prepare. It will be peaceful at all times, law abiding, and fully constitutional. We want to re-emphasize that on that day we amplify our call for the foreign government officials to resign their positions, and we start that now. Gregory Como, Scarface and Nelson Freeman, Kofi Woods, the Justice Minister, more to come. These Liberians are abusing the seat of governance and need to exit governance. There's a long list of them. We'll publish it in the next coming days and will demand their resignation. You cannot kill innocent citizens in Kinjal and still continue to be parading the corridors of power as a decent policeman. Your hands are still with blood, and you should be made to resign or you should be dismissed if Mr. Barker is interested in building a credible police force that will attract people's respect and not chase partisans, not chase Liberians away or not pursue partisans from different political parties because they don't like that type of partisans. This is wrong, and we think it should be stopped. So thank you. I will now submit to the press for at least 5 questions, and then we will dismiss the press conference. Thank you.
Hmm. It seems to be like Mora Molo, he is not in his right senses. Oh, yes. It seems to be like Mora Molo, he is not in his right senses. Hmm. How can you? How can you? A Morba Ke Molu, a Morba who is the one of the blatant liars. Morba Ke Molu, who is one of the sycophants in our generations. A Morba Molu who said that he saw President Barack Hussein Obama. A Morba Molu that he know we can't take serious here. That Morba Molu that we can't take to him the poor in Minnesota they are jobless. To him the poor in Paris they are jobless. They will just go on to go to Mars because of July 17. The poor in London, to him they are jobless. Let me take my friend and brother Lawrence. Lawrence, welcome. Welcome to the Manelson Abraka Talk Show. You are muted. Okay. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
thank you so much, Abby. I mean, sometimes when I don't appear, it means I have a tight schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah. I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, you know, the message, the messenger of the message should be scrutinized, right? Let's look at mobile model. Who would ever take mobile model serious in that country?
Mm.
And then who came up, lied that he met Barack Obama, the man exposed the former president, and then he called that or liquor talk and all those ones. I mean, you can't take such person like that serious. Sometimes when you lose relevance and then you are fighting hard to regain relevance, you will do anything possible just to gain that relevance you lost. So that is what mobile model now is doing. You want to regain relevance, but it's hard. And the reason why I say it is hard is because the government in power is not like past government. The government is showing to the Liberian people that they are there for them. They are working for them. Imagine a government that is so transparent to the extent
Tell me about
that
it.
that anything she's doing, she can display it to her people, for the people themselves to judge her. Look at what this bad president is doing right now in China.
Oh, okay.
You have journalists all around reporting the happenings. Liberians are watching. It is not like it is a hidden, you know, assessment they want to do, something that is being done behind closed door. No, Liberians are seeing the manufacturers, Liberians are seeing the business owners of those who have the machines, and they are seeing the interaction, they are seeing how things are ongoing, and they themselves gonna make their judgment. If you are a leader who is accountable, you don't have any cause to worry over what your opponents say.
Tell me
So
about it, my brother.
definitely this government is proceeding on the right trajectory. And I am so, overwhelmed in my spirit that we can have such a government within post-war Liberia. Yeah. So we can take Mobile Malu seriously. Mobile Malu, I mean, the protest is calling for is already dead upon arrival.
Tell me about it.
Seditionists themselves know that they are losing the argument. They don't have anything relevant to, you know, accuse this government of. I mean, we understand that there are few lapses within the government. However, the good of this government outweighs those lapses. So at the end, there will be things of insignificance that these guys will be, calabanting around and making issues out of. But why are they going to protest? What is the essence of the protest? What message are they going to give to the Liberian people? What are they going to say? Are they going to protest against the completion of the roads that they claim that George Weah left undone? Are they going to protest against government officials going to negotiate to buy 285 yellow machines that will open up the economy of the country, that will open up each county? What are they going to protest against? Are they going to protest against the Capitol building got set on fire and the government is persecuting those who are alleged to be the perpetrators? What are they going to protest against? What is the message they are going to give to the Liberian people? So these are the questions we should be asking. And who are those who are calling for this protest? Who are the caliber of people calling for this protest? Moba Molu. What is Moluba Molu going to say that will be relevant to the Liberian people, that will resonate with the Liberian people? Is he going to say, oh, the economy is high and buyers used to buy before during weird time and buyers are not buying now? Does he understand that when construction is taking place in a country, the economy will somehow struggle? Does he understand that even when you undertaking your personal project in a home, if you used to eat 10 cup of rice, you're going to reduce that 10 cup of rice to maybe five because you have a project on hand? So he must be able to understand these things. Liberia now is not Liberia of yesterday. Liberians have matured in that thinking. Liberians are yearning for education. Liberians have no time now to go stand on the street and be protesting against irrelevant issues of no significance. So these guys have to rethink. It is not time now for Mobile Molu to be calling for protest. He's supposed to be asking this government to prosecute people who are
But but
who did commit crime against the state. Yeah, thank you.
but my friend Lawrence, look. Let me just play you a clip. Let me just play you a clip. Then you will know how unserious the brother is.
The solidarity and trust for New Day or Stand says to the Liberia Council of Churches, you have sold the altar for power and silver. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, fellow citizens, this press conference was called in response to the Liberia Council of Churches' decision to honor Richard Coon, an act that constitutes a serious moral crime to which a country, Liberia, cannot and will not remain silent. What we are witnessing today is not just a moral failure, it is a national disgrace. The Liberia Council of Churches, once seen as a moral compass of this nation, has chosen to crown corruption and sanctify deception by planning to honor Richard Coon, a man whose speakership is built on electoral fraud, political manipulation, and constitution violations. The Council of Churches has betrayed its sacred duty and the interests of the Liberian state, has betrayed the path to righteousness, it has compromised the dignity of the body of Christ. Richard Kuhn is no Democrat. He is not a defender of peace or justice, as the Council of Churches want us to believe. He is a product of a broken system. A system is stalled by stolen votes, propped up or supported by stolen wealth, the wealth of the state, and now being rewarded by a compromised clergy wearing clerical robes.
Secret killing, down. They respect the rule of law, down. I pray for all of us, down. Fuck government,
by my side, a good system of governance called democracy that has three pillars, fundamental pillars. Through my analysis, you already know that the Elections Commission is wrong. Right? The legislature is what? Wrong because Richard declared himself, he said by Umar, he said, I am a redeemed speaker. President Boycott went to the press and read a prepared text. He attacked the Supreme Court. He undermined the Supreme Court. He challenged their ruling and said, Supreme Court, I'm paraphrasing this, go to hell. He undermined and destroyed the authority of the only institution in Liberia that's supposed to maintain the balance of power and keep everyone in check. What President Boycott has started doing, if the Liberian people allow him to go away with aid, it means, for example, there will be no free and fair election 2029. That is wrong and will be one of the reasons we are coming out on July 17 to say what? Enough is enough. To say what? Enough is enough. We go.
It's like this mobile model guy, that guy did not go to school. I doubt that their brother went to school. I doubt, people can be able to learn, by apprentice, by then sitting around someone who is educated. But I don't want to believe that mobile model is educated to that extent. For the brother to be able to say that the National Election Commission is responsible for Richard Kuhn being speaker, that means that the brother does not understand our constitutions. The brother does not understand the supreme law of our country. This brother, go ahead.
You know, few Liberians are gullible. So whenever someone starts, to speak on certain issues, even if they don't have the information to give, but because this person is speaking, and they align themselves with that person's political view
Yeah,
without thorough scrutiny, and before accepting certain information,
that is so
you will,
true.
you will find out that they will always fall for whatever that person is saying. So that's what I said. There are few Liberians who are still gullible, and due to the gullibility of them, they can believe anything that somebody tells them, they will believe it. So the only thing I can encourage young Liberians to do is to continue to study, do research. Education back then was very hard. We used to walk from place to place
Hmm.
to do research, to do assignments. But these days, education is at our doorstep. By the time you pick up your phone, you want to get any information, you want to,
You will get it.
you know, you make any research, you want to make quick research, you can get your phone and put the information in, whatever information you need. Put the comment in, and whatever information you need will be displayed to you, and you will get the information. So you don't need to be believing everything that somebody says to you. I mean, Richard Kuhn.
Let me just make the few announcement.
Yeah.
From Akoi Zeze um, Jibawala. So you said that you want to join this you want to be one of the panelists. I mean, I just texted you on Messenger. So be able to call me after the show, and then we can be able to discuss how you can be able to be one of our panelists. To my friend and brother uh, Daniel Kokoi, we'll soon open the phone line so you guys can be able to call. I know that you are in Liberia, so whether you want to call by messenger, or you can feel free for you to be able to call by messengers as well. So yeah. So just before that, I wanted for us to be able to watch this clip. Then before that, then we'll give our view. Then mhm, yeah.
That are pending. We just hope the ministry will come up with a system we can handle them. Those missing children, we're not going to leave that unresolved. The missing 16 billion, we're not going to leave that unresolved. We're not going to leave anything unresolved. We want to know what happened. Let the public know what happened. So no intimidation, nothing going to work with us. If the minister needs help, to making sure that those cases come to the forefront, we'll do it. But we want to make sure that the Liberians know that they have a government that they can depend on. Review of contracts like MedTech, all of these, the anti-corruption laws, the proposed constitutional review, the summit of the SOEs, so many SOEs, some of them with the creation of the rail authority, all the things that we plan, we will have to do. So I just want for us to brace ourselves to make sure those auditing reports that are coming up, we'll deal with them. I don't care why you cry. We don't intend to wrong anybody. We just intend to show people that rule of law will prevail in this country, that the interest of people will prevail in this country, and there will be nobody who will be above the law here. We talk about
When you listen to the president laying out things that happened before he could take over, you hear him loud and clear saying that the three missing ball will not be left untouched. Saying the corruptions, you can cry with blood. It will be scrutinized. It will be checked on the dot. Friend brother, what you have to say, and then from there, then we'll open the floor.
Yeah, so what makes a very good government is transparency, accountability, and leadership. So if you have people who exhibit good leadership, who are accountable, and who are transparent, you will have the country, you know, involving on a very good path. So JMB, I mean, every human being has flaws. So I'm not saying that he's flawless. However, he is trying by all means to be a leader who is accountable and transparent.
Hmm.
And these were the demands that brought him to power.
Exactly.
Liber- Liberians questioned the three missing boys. They sought for justice and they could not find justice in the past administration. The four auditor general that were killed, they sought for justice, they could not find justice. 16 billions that was missing, they sought for justice, they could not find justice. So, predicated upon these things, they brought, they took the weird government out of power and brought the JMB government to power. So these things, at least before his term come to an end, must be brought to justice, must be prosecuted. I mean, these things must be made known to the Liberian people. I mean, Liberians must have answers to them because those were the things that Liberians demanded from the past government, and they did not get answers. So this government should try by all means, and I'm glad that the president is mentioning that, and I'm glad that the president is looking into that direction. So these things can help the government to grow. Accountability is very important. To serve is one thing, but to give an account of your service is another thing. So if you're not accountable person, then how can you be trusted with power? So the reason why you see we as government was kicked out of power because they were not accountable. You had uh the 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 16 billion story came about. No one could give an account. You have the mop up exercise from Samuel 12. Right now, the case is still in court. Now, we need answers to these things so that fairness can be seen within our justice system. Like the president said, it is not to go after people, but it is to give answers. I mean, I'm not quoting him directly. It is to give answers to the concerns, the questions of the Liberian people. And these things are very good. So I'm glad that the president is looking in that direction.
I keep your call coming out on keep your call coming out on 952 452 4848. Once more 952 452 4848. Or you can better call me on WhatsApp on the same number. Let me call my friend and brother um Gideon's Gideon's Kekula. Let me be able to call him. Gideon's Kekula, I'm calling you right now. And you can keep your call coming out on 952 452 4848. Uh, Once more 952 452 4848. Or you can better call me on 215 266 6509. That is the number to be able to call. Yeah, or you can better call us. Yeah, go ahead.
You have a call?
No, no.
Okay, so I just want to read this, right? In the Constitution, Article 17. says all persons at all times in an orderly and peaceable manner shall have the right to assemble and consult upon the common good, to instruct their representatives, to petition the government or other functionaries for the redress of grievances, and to associate fully with others or refuse to associate in political parties, trade unions, and other organizations. So the Constitution grants peaceful protest. And people think that when people go to protest, it means they want to bring the government down. No, every sensible government will allow protest. Here's the reason why. Protest will make a government realize where it is going wrong, the lapses within their leadership. Protest can make that government to understand where they should correct. So protest is not a bad thing. The only thing that makes protest to be a bad thing when the protest becomes chaotic and turn into riot, then at that moment it's not a protest. It becomes a crime because riot is public disorderliness. So it must be curtailed. However, protest is allowed in any democratic nation. So Boma Bolu should not be looking at protest to be like you going to bring the government down or something going to happen unless you have different motive, and then the enforcers, the law enforcers will correct those different mistakes you have away from your protest. But protest is a very good thing. The constitution calls for it, and it is their right. That's what the constitution said. You must protest for the common good. So my question to Moba Bolo now, where is this common good they are protesting for? Where is the common good? What are those things they are telling the Liberians to come on the street for? So you have to, state the motive, the objective of your protest. Let the people understand why you're protesting for. Are you protesting against the roads that is being completed? Are you protesting against the opening of the economy? Are you protesting against the water system that is being, lay out in the country? What are you protesting against? Are you protesting against? He talked about secret killing. Where is the secret killing? Can he point out one? If there is a secret killing, where should you go to get a redress? Is it not in court? So, I mean, these guys think that the way they led the country for the past 6 years, it is how JMB going to do it. But to their utmost surprise, JMB is doing the opposite. So for them to have any relevant issue, it's hard. The only time you will find oppositions having something to say is when the government in power is misleading the people, is doing things in hidden, is doing things without transparency. But you see, everything this government is doing is transparent. The construction in Magibi is transparent. The construction in Saklepie, Tapeta is transparent. The construction on the highway is transparent. You found this government or suspending 450 government officials who refused to declare
Oh,
the act.
okay.
You found this government, suspending the LTA boss, Abdullah Kamara. So tell me now, what are you going to protest against? What is the common good? Because this government is working. Unlike previous government, where Liberians cried to them that Samuel Tua is corrupt, tried to prosecute him, suspend him, dismiss him, and the president refused. So, I mean, there's nothing relevant for these guys to actually speak on. The only thing at times when they're lacking of voice, then their argument can be followed by insults. That's all. But
Okay.
I see nothing these guys want to protest against. But it is their right to do so, and we can give them the chance. However, if they misguide themselves and turn their protest to riot, then they should understand that we have law enforcers who will correct them.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, Mobile Molo, I strongly believe that the entire CDC, here's the thing that happened. Mobile Molo, after this government was announced by NEC, they told him to resign. They told him to resign to go and form a pressure group. Now you see, all those Ghanaians that behind Mobile Molu, where do you think they are from?
From
So we understand that tactics, we understand it. But for me, but let me play you a clips. Let me play you just a clips of.
Let me remind you, Africa remains attractive. Why is Africa so attractive? Throughout the ages, it has always been attractive. It was attractive to the Portuguese and the Spaniards, but I'm not going to say that. It was attractive to the Arabs, but I'm not going to say that. It was attractive to the Jews, but I will not say that. What I'm going to say that is attractive again. It is so attractive that every 2 years the Japanese call our leaders to Japan. That is how attractive Africa is. They call them to Japan in order to discuss how Japan is going to work with Africa for the benefit of Africa. I do not believe it. It must be for the
My friend and brother, this is how we Liberians we are, and this is how I understand us. We are carried away by that cheap propagandas, cheap misleading informations, and that is the reason why, for me, I strongly believe in JMB. I believe in JMB to the core. You will not believe it when Madam Salif appointed me as a youth chairperson for the National Traditional Council. JMB was one of the first person who made a visit to me at the head office on 24th Street. Some of the citizens Dar Plateau from district number 10 are employing for him to be my office assistant. Although I knew that he was a citizen. Andrew Lai Mame, who is currently now in the US, he can be able to attest to it. JMB visited us and he was able to catalog the essence of the youth, the essence of the youth. From there, I tried to study this man. Senator John Balu, he was one of the persons who visited me as well. So for me, I have understand this man. I understand this man. And I strongly believe in this man, in our grandpa, in our father, who is the president of the republic today. Things will get tough. I know that things will be tough. But development does not come on several plateaus, though. Development, when John Rowland of Ghana when he was carrying on the development. Today, Jared John Rowland, he is classified as one of the best presidents ever in Ghanaian history, besides after Kwame Nkrumah. Because the road construction today that you see the Ghanaians yearning for, all those road construction, it was put into his plan. When you see the development today in Ghana, about Ghanaians saying, let there be manufacture in our own country, it was Jerry Rowland.
So, so you see, the clip that you played where Patrice Lubumba, the man who borrowed the name Patrice Lubumba was
Yeah,
speaking,
yeah, yeah.
he talked about Africa as an attractive continent. So I want to reduce it to Liberia, right? Liberia is an attractive country.
Very,
So
very
what
attractive.
can make a nation attractive? One, the natural resources that nation has, and two, the human resources
Mhm.
that nation has. So, in specifically speaking about Liberia's attractiveness, we will look at the natural resources. Liberia has natural resources sufficient enough for her to be developed. Sufficient enough for her to be developed. However, most of us Liberians, we are waiting for maybe international community to recognize us, to say, yes, you people are important. But the most thing in life is for you to recognize yourself as
Mhm.
an important person. So when you recognize yourself as an important person, then the attractiveness that you have and your country has will be made known to the world. You will not wait for Japanese to call you and tell you that your country is attractive. You will not wait for Americans to call you and tell you that your country is attractive. You will not wait for China, China to call you and tell you that your country is attractive. You will know within yourself that your country is attractive. And once you know yourself, you will be able to put in all energy to building yourself and your country. Because when you build yourself, when you build your country, then your country now becomes attractive to those who are out there, that they should come in your country for tourism, for how we call investment, and so forth. But when you go out there begging people to come to your country, it means you don't know yourself. So
Exactly.
one of the things is, we as Africans, specifically as Liberians, we must know ourselves. When we know ourselves, we will not be running after political leaders. We will be running after the laws that build our country. We will not be running after political institutions. We will be running after the constitution that guards our country. So whoever now, whether leader, political actor, whosoever, goes against the organic law of our land, you must be prosecuted. You must face the weight of the law, and then we will use the law to develop our country. But if you find out in Liberia, the reason why I say we don't know ourselves, we lavish our support to people, to individual, to institution, and forget the nation. Then we cry when those guys who we lavish our support to, when they start to steal from our nation, we cry. No, the first thing is to protect your nation. If we are mismanage the country, punish we are. If Baka mismanages the country, Punish Bwaka. Anybody who mismanages the country, let that person face the full weight of the law. So when that is implemented, we will see the beauty of our country, and the natural resources will be equally distributed, and each Liberia will taste the goodness of the country. But if we continue to be giving support, by the time you say JMB is wrong, then United Partisans are into the scheme. By the time you say we are is wrong, then you find seditions are into the scheme. By the time you say Elizano Kumi is wrong, then you find ANC partisans are into the scheme. No, this is not about political institution. This is about Liberia, because anything that should benefit us must come from Liberia. It must not come from a political institution. That's the reason why you see me. I have never become a part of any political party. The reason is I want to have a free mind. I want to have a balanced argument that when I'm, discussing, I should not discuss under the influence of political party or supporting an individual, that an individual will have control over my discussion. No, I'm not that sycophantic person to just throw my support on somebody, whether the person is doing good or not. Yeah. So this is the place that we Liberians should come to. This is the point that we should come to and forgo these institutions. I mean, you can be a part of a political party and still stand up for your country. If your
Exactly.
political institution is going against the country, go against the political institution. You cannot say because you supporting George Weah, so everything that George Weah does is right. You cannot say because you're supporting Joseph Yuma Boaka, so it means everything that Joseph Yuma Boaka does is right. So you should be a realistic and a radical, supporter. Somebody who can think outside of the box and make a rational decision in order to support your country. You cannot be defending your criminals when some member of your party commit crime, then you defend them to the letter. It means you don't love Liberia. It means you don't love Liberia. So it got me astonished when see people celebrating when this fanatical fact came out of prison. Yeah, we win. Yeah, they lie on us. We won the case. He did not win. He still has to go through prosecution. They still have to go through prosecution until the final verdict, until the judge says that you are not the one that commit this crime. You have to face prosecution. Prosecution does not mean you are guilty of a crime. It only means you are going to face the law to exonerate yourself if the government has no sufficient evidence against you. So we should stand up for Liberia. We should stand up for Liberia instead of standing up for an institution. So
Thank
this
you.
where our problem is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, give us your closing statement right now so we can be able to close. Give us a departing statement. Thank you.
Yeah. Like I said, AB, sometimes I can be busy.
Busy.
Yeah, so at
Yeah.
times when you are on, I can I can be watching the show, but then to come on can be a little bit hard. So,
Yeah,
like
I
I said,
understand.
yeah, my closing statement is just all about our nation and we as people for us to engage in the exchangement of words instead of engaging in the exchanging of blows or of fight. We should fight with our words, and we should do that with respect. We should not say because this person is a partisan of CDC, so when they are speaking you should use any kind of word on them. Likewise, the same as any political party, we should be able to understand that before political parties we are Liberians and we will remain Liberians. So we cannot allow political institutions or political actors to make us fight against each other. Where the truth is, we should speak the truth. Where we're supposed to root out the lies, we should root out the lies. And this is the best way that our country can be developed. And I also want to commend the viewers, those who comment, continue to do so. Let's continue to grow up this platform so that at least some information we have that others don't have, they can take that information, and some information that others have and we don't have, we can also l- take that information, and together we can build ourselves and our country. So thank you, AB, for having me on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't go that way. I mean, I want for you and myself to be able to talk. Don't go that way. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. That was one of our own. You know, that was one of our own.
TGS production.
Let me recognize three individuals here before we take a leave of the talk show tonight.
It's Starvis G on the beat.
Let me recognize Momo Nelson. Let me recognize Daniel Kekula. Thank you very much for tuning in into the Manessa Nabraka talk show. Let me recognize Heron Yango. Heron Yango, thank you so much. Formula, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm a friend of brother Edwin Clark. Thank you so much. I'm Nelson. Thank you. Thank you ever so much for tuning in to the Manessa Nabraka talk show. Let me take a leg off.
Let me remind you, Africa remains attractive. Why is Africa so attractive? Throughout the ages, it has always been attractive. It was attractive to the Portuguese and the Spaniards, but I'm not going to say that. It was attractive to the Arabs, but I'm not going to say that. It was attractive to the Jews, but I will not say that. What I'm going to say that is attractive again. It is so attractive that every 2 years